morning and welcome to our group presentation. The SUNWAY Lagoon is an instrument park in Bandar Sunway, Subang Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia, owned by the SUNWAY Group. The park began operation in 1992 and was officiated by the former Premier Ministry of Malaysia, Tun Mahathir bin Mohamad on April 29, 1993. Since its opening, the theme park has added Malaysia's first SUF simulator, the 4-rider in 2010, Malaysia's first 5D waterplex in 2012, and a very large water ride, Zuzuzela, in 2013. Besides that, SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park is the one-stop place for fun. SUNWAY Lagoon offers the ultimate theme park experience with 6 adventure zones, which is water park, amusement park, wildlife park, external park, scream park, and Nickelodeon Lost Lagoon, Asia's first Nickelodeon theme lands. Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Jerry Chew Fort Ling is the founder and current chairman of the SUNWAY Group, a Malaysian conglomerate with core business in real estate and construction. He is the foundation chancellor of SUNWAY University in Malaysia and the founder of his eponymous foundation, which has donated almost $39.9 million to fund scholarship and educational costs since 2018. His daughter Serena and son Ardian and Ivan were in the family business. The Malaysian government launched the National Tourism Policy (NTP) 2020-2030 on December 23, 2020. The policy aimed to ensure the continuity of the country tourism industry while targeting to make Malaysia a global top 10 tourism destination. Key approaches to achieving the NTP agenda are harnessing public-private sector partnership and embracing digitalization. The tourism industry was classified into 8 sectors: accommodation, adventure and recreation, attraction, transportation, event and travel, service, food and beverage, and table tent. In the SUNWAY Lagoon area, it includes young tourism, sport tourism, shopping tourism, and more. In SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park, the employee also use digital scan to log in to play the facility and play every session. This action will save time and energy. It will attract many tourists to come to play and relax. Malaysia has the potential to be a global top 10 tourism destination with the National Tourism Policy 2020-2030 strategy.
Hi, my name is Xu Xing. I will talk for the development plan. The development plan of theme park is similar to a trend in leisure and tourism plan. The theme park will create to meet the public needs for recreational space. They should be developed to preserve open space, ecological, cultural and recreational quality while also providing finance support for park and recreation. It is important to include disabled facility as well as those for the elderly and children. SUNWAY Lagoon in Malaysia is a must-see theme park that combines a water park with a drag amusement park and a wildlife park. SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park is located in Bandar Sunway, about a 15-minute drive from Kuala Lumpur. This theme park features around 90 attractions scattering across 88 areas of land, ruling the size of 67 square feet. Twin Ways Lake has 6 parks that include 4 drying parks and 2 water parks. The amusement park, Scream Park Water Park, Nickelodeon Lost Lagoon, Wildfire Park, and Extreme Park are all part of this complex. SUNWAY Lagoon also provides an information counter so that customers can help themselves in all the parks. The theme park was providing the facility like the Lagoon Express, locker, rental, and wellspan. The facilities that are near the SUNWAY Lagoon include the most popular shopping mall. It is the SUNWAY Pyramid Shopping Mall, and it is also connected with 3 hotels offering utmost convention to its parents. The area around the theme park is full of facilities such as restaurants, hotel, malls, and transportations like buses, LRT, and Grab.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Jiayi. I will continue the presentation with planning process of SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park. First of all, I would like to talk about the level of organization involved in SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park. SUNWAY Lagoon Theme Park is one of the multiple award-winning theme parks that owned by SUNWAY Group. SUNWAY Group is a public listed company. Although SUNWAY Lagoon is a private sector business, it has contributed to the society, environment, and government. SUNWAY Lagoon has organized programs for sustainable development such as lake conservation, Our Rich program, World Animal Day, and many more. Next, let's continue with the processes involved in Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. There are 9 stages in tourism planning process. The process involved in Sunway Lagoon Theme Park is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth stage with a total of 5 stages. Stage 1 in planning process is study recognitions and preparation, which is to determine the issues that are being addressed by the plan. Sunway Lagoon Theme Park has been planned and opened to public in 1992. As for Stage 2, is setting objective or goals. The vision of Sunway Lagoon is to be Malaysian model theme park in sustainable practices, focusing on minimizing environmental impact through sustainable practices, using available resources wisely, and by creating awareness through planned activity. Meanwhile, its mission is minimizing the environmental footprint of the business activity and embracing sustainability in the business process and decision. Next, let's move on to Stage 3, which is about survey of existing data. Before setting out on the data collection stage, it is worthwhile to undertake an existing data search. There is a lot of research about the intentions and satisfactions of Visit Sunway Lagoon. It has become an existing data and is ready to be used anytime. As for Stage 4, is implementations of new survey. New survey could conduct based on previous study to obtain fresh data and fill the information gaps in relation to the tourism industry. Through the data that has been collected, Sunway Lagoon could observe the tourism patterns, attractions, and facility of the theme park itself. The last stage, which is Stage 5, is the analysis of secondary and primary data. By using the primary and secondary data, analysis and evaluations can be done effectively. Sunway Lagoon has identified the target market and its competitor through market analysis. The design of promotions and campaign are based on their target customer. Also, impact analysis has been done by Sunway Lagoon to predict the consequences that may occur and has quick actions to solve the problem. For example, some of the outdoor attractions will be closed immediately if thunderstorm occur. The next topic that I'm going to talk about is basic principle of planning. There are several forms of tourism planning and development. Sunway Lagoon Theme Park is a special type of attraction. Special types of attraction refer as attractions that are not related to nature or cultural resources of an area, which is man-made like Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. There are some considerations in planning the development for the special type of attraction. There should be a special feasibility study to examine the market potential, size, location, analysis its cost, revenue, financial feasibility. Next, the development, infrastructure, and facility that are related to the activity of the theme park should take consideration in the planning process. Also, the organization should integrate land use control to have a proper plan of the function of the area.
Now it's my turn to explain about the impact of project development. The development of Sunway Lagoon Theme Park can have both positive and negative impact on tourism. The categories of impact are classified as physical, environmentally, socio-cultural, and economically. First of all, the physical impact refers to the part of the environment that are natural and man-made. So the physical impact of the development is the constructions of activity and the infrastructure in the region selected to enrich the landscape site. For example, the theme park contains 6 major parks that I had mentioned before, which covering more than 90 attractions. On the other hand, the negative physical impact is about the large number of visitors will lead to congestions in the area. As a result, traffic congestions will affect the daily activities of the community. The second impact is about environmentally. Sunway Lagoon Theme Park has been improved the quality of the environment in order to give a positive impact. For instance, the theme park has developed well-designed facilities. This would indirectly influence the otherwise boring and uninteresting urban environment to increase the attractiveness to tourists. The theme park also raised awareness of environmental protections. To improve the environment from being litter, Sunway Lagoon Theme Park has set up a recycling shop for the purpose of waste separations. In contrast, the negative environmental impact of developing theme park project is the destruction of animal habitats. This is justified by the fact that the development of theme park requires a large area of land, which also results in the need for deforestation to provide land for the building of entertainment in the theme park. The second negative environmental impact is the issue of pollution. Many facilities require a lot of electricity to start up, making a very loud start-up noise and therefore creating noise pollution. Moreover, the socio-cultural impact in development this theme park is to generate connections between local and visitors, such as a cross-cultural exchange. In contrary, the negative impact on the social culture is about over-commercialization of local products, the mass production of high-quality handicraft, which will result in the loss of the authenticity of the handicraft. In addition, the negative social cultural impact may increase the chance of crime and bad moral behavior, because of the visitor typically bring a lot of money while traveling. As a consequence, this can attract criminals and bring about robbery happen. Last but not least, the economically impact is increase the contribution of Sunway Lagoon to the country foreign exchange earning. In general, the foreign and other regional tourists will need to spend on accommodations and food, and even on souvenir or ticket for related activities. Thus, this lead to an improvement in the overall economic development of the country and the regions. Not only that, it could also provide a variety of jobs for local people. They would create more opportunity for jobs and would also improve the standard of living of the local community. But there is also going to be the negative economic impact from the development of theme parks, which involve inflations. In the case of inflations, this will have a significant influence on tourist consumer spending, which would in fact will decrease the income of theme park dealers. Furthermore, a negative impact on the economy as the seasonality result in limited return on investment. Due to the relative heaviness of the rainy season in Malaysia this year, many visitors were unable to visit the theme park and it was forced to temporarily close due to the epidemic. These situations will affect the economic revenue of Sunway Lagoon Theme Park because there are not as many visitors compared to before. That's all about the impact of project development. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Tim, and next I'm going to talk about the conclusion, which also the recommendation to overcome the impacts mentioned before. So first of all, in order to overcome physical impacts like traffic jams, disturbance of people's comfort, noise pollution and crowded area, they should improve their infrastructure, provide greater information to their visitors, and also control the fluxes of visitors. Visitors can park their vehicles away from the narrow or crowded streets of the ancient towns beside Sunway Lagoon and ride the free buses to the parks they wanted to go to. They should also upgrade their roadmap to an online form and track their visitors' movement using Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Providing more significant information to their visitors like giving navigation, using more signage and encouraging visitors to use maps will be another way to overcome crowded. So flow management is shutting a door and preventing visitors from proceeding to the next phase of their visit until those in front of them have moved on. For location with several possible trips, however, giving a variety of entry and exit points may substantially minimize the perception of congestion. So next, in order to overcome environmental impacts like destruction of animal habitats and the issues of pollution, we suggest that Sunway Lagoon should raise more environmental awareness, give education to their employees, and control their developing areas. As we all know, the tourism sector may play a crucial role in disseminating the environmental information to visitors. It also helps to increase their understanding of the environmental effects of their activities. They should also give their employees education by giving project guidelines for their developments, teaching them to give visitors not to pollute the environment, and doing visitors management. Of course, controlling developing areas will be very important too. In this way, they should also control their development planning, which makes their places and human settlements safe, resilient, inclusive, and sustainable by SDGs to avoid worsening pollution in Sunway Lagoon. And furthermore, to overcome the negative impact of social culture, Sunway Lagoon should promote locals' product, do practices that will reduce guest victimization, and upskill human capital. I think that they should encourage more local and handicraft producers to join their production line. This could probably help to produce more local and handicrafts product without losing their authenticity of it. So next, by doing practices like requiring guests to show identification before going into the theme park, like installing some security cameras and hiring full-time security guards, will help to manage the safety of the visitor and reduce the chances of crime. Upskilling its human capital, like ensuring all the employees are well trained and be able to help all the visitors to overcome problems when the tourists are facing robberies or even criminal activities. So last but not least, they can control the price, do open market operations, and invest in stock or new products in order to overcome the economic impact of Sunway Lagoon. They should follow the price limitations or flaws the government imposed on certain items like the ticket price. Malaysian citizens should be given different prices apart from the non-citizens, including the food and facilities sold in Sunway Lagoon. Doing open market operations like reverse repurchase agreements is including the purchase and the sales treasury securities. OMOS are a mechanism through which the Federal Reserve may raise or reduce the money supply, which is by purchasing or selling treasuries, and exchange interest rates. Next, they should invest in stocks or find new investors to support their corporation. Finding some new and trustable investor will be a very good option to overcome the challenges mentioned above too. So that's all from us. Thanks for watching and hope you have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.